When the world feels heavy and your dreams seem distant, have you ever opened your eyes in the morning with the weight of the world already pressing down on you? Maybe you feel your dreams slipping through your fingers no matter how hard you try. You're not alone. Countless people wake up every day feeling stuck, overwhelmed, or exhausted. But what if I told you that the key to turning things around isn't some giant leap, but a series of small, deliberate steps? Today we're going to explore how tiny changes, a shift in focus, and a new mindset can reignite your passion and guide you back on the path to success. Chapter 1: The Power of Tiny Changes. Most of us think big victories require big actions. However, research has shown that meaningful change often starts with small adjustments. A popular behavioral framework breaks down how to build better habits into 4 simple ideas. Make the change obvious, make it attractive, make it easy, and make it satisfying. When you reduce your desired habit to something so simple it feels effortless, you're more likely to stick with it. Each small improvement compounds over time, creating momentum that feels almost unstoppable. You don't have to overhaul your entire life overnight. You can start by setting a tiny goal, such as reading 1 page of a book each day, walking for 5 minutes after lunch, or dedicating 10 minutes to mindful planning. These micro-actions gradually reshape your routines, and they send a message to your brain that you are someone who cares about growth. Over time, these small actions accumulate into big results. Remember, success is not about making one earth-shattering decision. It's about making small, consistent choices that align with the person you want to become. Pause the video for a moment and think of one tiny habit you can start today. Write it in the comments below and inspire someone else with your idea. Chapter 2: Becoming the person you aspire to be. Habits aren't just actions, they shape our identity. When you adopt a new habit, you're not simply ticking off a task. You're voting for the type of person you wish to become. If you exercise regularly, you start to see yourself as a healthy person. If you consistently reach out to clients or colleagues, you begin to see yourself as proactive and reliable. This shift from "I need to do this" to "this is who I am" is powerful. It aligns your behavior with your self-image and makes your new routine part of your identity. How can you make this shift? Instead of focusing solely on the outcome, "I want to run a successful business," focus on the identity behind that outcome. "I'm a leader who serves my customers and team." Then, reinforce that identity by performing small actions that fit the narrative. Each vote for your desired identity strengthens your belief and influences your future choices. Over time, these repeated votes build unshakable confidence in who you are becoming. Focus on what you can control. Often our energy is consumed by things beyond our control: economic trends, office politics, or unexpected setbacks. But focusing on factors outside your influence drains your power and leaves you feeling helpless. Ancient philosophy and modern psychology both emphasize that inner peace and effectiveness come from directing your attention toward things you can control. By accepting what you can't change and taking responsibility for what you can, you regain a sense of control and clarity. This concept echoes another powerful lesson. Life presents us with a circle of concern and a circle of influence. The circle of concern includes everything that affects us, from the weather to global events. The circle of influence contains the areas we can act on, such as our reactions, our decisions, and our relationships. Effective people focus on their circle of influence and take proactive steps instead of waiting to be acted upon. When you concentrate on what you can change, you build momentum. Your actions, even if small, can spark change in your workplace or business. Chapter 4: The Mindset That Shapes Your Reality. Your thoughts shape your actions and, ultimately, your reality. Many successful people have discovered that prosperity isn't just about strategy or luck. It starts with cultivating a mindset of possibility and abundance. When you believe that your efforts will bear fruit and that there is enough opportunity for everyone, you act differently. You seek solutions instead of excuses and see setbacks as temporary hurdles rather than permanent failures. There are principles that can help you nurture this mindset. Clarify your desires, know what you truly want, Develop faith in your ability to achieve it. Use positive suggestions to keep your mind focused and seek knowledge and feedback to refine your actions. Real-world examples show that when people set clear intentions and follow them with faith and action, they can transform their circumstances. If you're facing financial difficulties or a lack of direction, shifting your thinking and taking intentional steps can open doors you never expected. Chapter 5. Building relationships and synergy. Success is rarely a solo journey. Meaningful relationships at work and in life play a crucial role. Effective collaboration starts with empathy, seeking first to understand, then to be understood. When you listen genuinely to your team or clients, you build trust and uncover insights that can help solve problems creatively. Aim for win-win interactions in which both sides benefit. This doesn't mean avoiding hard conversations. It means approaching them with respect and a desire for mutual growth. Synergy happens when people with different skills and perspectives combine their efforts to create something bigger than the sum of its parts. Whether you're leading a project or working within a team, cultivate an environment that values diversity of thought and encourages contributions from everyone. Continuous learning and self-renewal are also key. Invest in your own growth through reading, training, and healthy routines. When you prioritize both personal and professional development, you strengthen your ability to support others. Outside that, you might be wondering, how do these ideas fit into my daily routine? Start by making a simple plan. Choose one tiny habit and commit to it. Align that habit with the person you wish to become. Direct your energy toward areas you can control. Nurture a mindset of abundance and possibility, and cultivate relationships that foster growth and synergy. These principles aren't just theories. They are roadmaps that countless individuals have used to transform their lives. On those days when you feel defeated, remember that setbacks are not the end. They're detours, offering lessons to strengthen you for the journey ahead. Each time you choose to act, no matter how small the action, you reclaim your power. You're telling yourself and the world, I am not defined by my struggles. I am defined by my response. Chapter 7. Resilience. Rising after every fall. No journey towards success is free of setbacks. In fact, failure is often one of the most valuable teachers. When a new habit slips or a project doesn't go according to plan, it can be tempting to label yourself as a failure and give up. But remember the age-old wisdom that true strength isn't about never falling. It's about getting back up every time you do. Each misstep offers feedback. Perhaps your habit was too ambitious, your environment wasn't supportive enough, or your expectations were unrealistic. Use that information to adjust your approach, rather than abandon your goal. Resilience isn't a fixed trait. It's a skill you build by repeatedly choosing to stand back up. The more you practice resilience, the faster you'll recover from setbacks, and the more confident you'll become in your ability to handle whatever comes your way. To cultivate resilience, start by reframing failure as data. Instead of saying, I can't stick to this, ask, what can I learn from this experience? Surround yourself with supportive people who remind you of your strength, and practice self-compassion. Speak to yourself the way you would speak to a friend going through a tough time. Resilience grows when you treat yourself with kindness and believe that every obstacle contains a hidden lesson. Chapter 8. Your 30-day action plan. Now that you understand the power of tiny habits, identity-based change, focused energy, an abundant mindset, and collaboration, how can you turn these ideas into concrete action? Here's a simple 30-day plan to get you started. 1. Define your identity. Write down the type of person you want to become. Are you a disciplined writer, a compassionate leader, a confident creator? Painting a clear picture of your desired identity will guide your choices. 2. Choose your keystone habit. Select one small action that, when done consistently, will have a positive ripple effect on other areas of your life. It could be journaling for 10 minutes each morning, preparing healthy lunches every evening, or reaching out to one mentor or potential client each week. Make sure it follows the principles of being obvious, attractive, easy, and satisfying. 3. Design your environment. Make it easier to do the right thing by adjusting your surroundings. Place your running shoes by the door, keep a notebook on your desk, or schedule time on your calendar for deep work. Remove friction wherever possible. 4. Track and celebrate. Use a calendar or app to track your progress. Each time you perform your habit, mark it down. Celebrate small wins. They reinforce your new identity and keep you motivated. As you follow this plan, pay attention to how you feel and how you view yourself. Over 30 days, you'll not only build a new routine, but also strengthen the belief that you can change your life through deliberate, consistent action.